Tingnan nyo guys, papasok kami dito sa nakakatakot na museum.
Dwa bilety normalne. Po angielsku czy po polsku mówić?
No, po angielsku, a ja sobie będę tak oglądał, a co zrozumiem, co zrozumiał.
Dobra.
70, nie?
Tak jest.
It's okay, Polsko.
No, wiesz.
I can talk in English and Polish both if you like. So a few informations at start. It's okay to take pictures. If you have any questions, feel free to ask me. I will answer everything. I also speak German if you prefer. And we have a few torture devices that you can try out for yourself. Here's the first one. You can sit on it with or without the pillow. Try it out.
Oh, this one no.
Yeah. If you do it without the pillow, you're going to be the first people today to try it out.
No. No thanks, I don't want that one. It's dangerous.
No, it's okay. So if you do it right and balance your weight,
Oh my
it
god,
doesn't
how about
hurt
this?
much. Yeah, that's why the pillow is there. You can also do
No,
it
no,
without
no.
it.
No thanks. It's dangerous.
Okay.
Okay, we're here now. Oh my god, mahal ko. Oh. Look at this guys.
No, his head.
Yeah, I know.
So that's the nice room. The torture devices in this room are not as bad and painful as the ones you're going to see later on. For example, the three wooden poles here. They are similar to the device that the police uses to catch wild animals, right? They use a very long stick with a wire on the end. And that's basically the same thing, just meant for humans. They are still in use nowadays. They are used in China and in Russia. But the ones they have in China are more technologically advanced because in between those spikes they have a built-in taser. So if they poke you strong enough, you also get a shock. Another interesting thing about China is you have surely seen photos or videos of their soldiers. They always stand in this very straight up way. That's because in the uniform here on their neck, they have blades, spikes, nails, something that's supposed to work like this device here. So every time they try to lose posture, it pokes them just right back. That's why the photos always come out straight.
Okay. It's scary, huh?
The torture devices here in this glass enclosure were typically used in combination with other things, mostly stuff similar to those wooden shackles behind you, because they added a way to psychologically torture everybody in one room. So, in those shackles was one guy who had his foot squeezed, his fingers crushed, so it was physically impossible for him to find a good, comfortable position. He would move the whole time out of sheer pain, and every time he would move, he would force all other people to move after him. So after a while, it just became a fight who could hold the less painful, more comfortable position for longer.
So,
Here, that's a finger crusher. That's the nicest torture device here in this this version of this device. So there are many different variants of it. I've seen variants where instead of you putting your finger in the device would be forced under your nail and pulled up. Or I've even seen ones where instead of those two flat parts, they have two sphere-like balls in between which you would put your finger. Then they would try to spin them so your finger would come out flat the other end like a pastry maker.
oh my god.
But still, the worst torture in this room, in my opinion, is being axed out. That's because it's not
This
like
one?
Yeah. Because it's not like they portrayed in movies, so it's not one chop and your head falls off. It usually took up to 3 or even 4 swings to get the axe through your body. That's because your vertebrae bones are very hard, very sturdy, and it's not easy to cut through them. So your executioner had to be like very buff to just brute force his way through, or he had to be experienced enough and skilled enough to know how to aim for the space in between those vertebrae. But yeah, not everybody could do it. And also, if you were someone unlikable or someone maybe had a grudge on you, you maybe had a debt to pay off, they could just throw in a couple of extra coins for the executioner, so he would miss a couple of times, or he would use a very blunt, unsharpened old axe, so it would take longer.
Oh my god, is it not dangerous this one? I think yeah. Dangerous, right?
Yeah.
It's scary.
If you like, you can try it out. So you can take it, use it for photos.
Oh.
It's kind of heavy though.
Oh. Oh no, it's okay. Ay, ay, ay. It's very heavy. You can try.
I know.
Take photo.
No nawet tym zabijesz się.
Jeszcze raz?
Nawet tym zabijesz, jak się postarać.
No. Ogólnie te właśnie siekiery katów były troszeczkę większe, troszeczkę takie bardziej płaskie, żeby łatwiej przecinać kości. Tutaj, here on your right side, there is a wooden barrel. So the wooden barrel here serves two purposes. First of all, it's supposed to portray the creativity of people back then, because people back then used everything for torture. A simple device like this wooden barrel has up to 8 different ways it can be used for torture, at least as far as I know, so there are probably
Is it
way
real?
more ways. And for example, in my opinion, the most creative way they use the barrel for torture goes like this. So they would put holes in it for your limbs, so you have to wear it. Then they would fill it up with vegetables, milk, something that would easily spoil, and leave you near water, near lakes, rivers, swamps. So all the animals and the bugs in the area would swarm to you and slowly eat you alive for the next couple of days. And the most brutal and painful way goes like this. So they would force you inside, throw in a handful of nails, seal it off, put nails through it, and roll you down a hill. So it's like a blender, but just for people.
Yeah.
And
Oh, it's
if you like, you can take out all the things that are inside the barrel, use them for photos. They are not
You want
historically accurate, but they will give photos and videos.
no, it's okay. I just look and then
You want
Okay.
blender photo?
no. Oh, I like this.
Here on your left, behind this wall, there is a hidden wooden pipe. We all know stories about Dracula, Vlad the Impaler, right? The lesser known thing is that the guy who was impaling someone had to have a basic understanding of the human anatomy, because they always tried to impale people in such a way that they avoided their vital organs. So there are
I
instances
saw that.
of people being alive even up to 4 days after being impaled. So you will die out of dehydration and not out of the impalement itself.
Yeah, I saw it. Look.
The picture there portrays the way to
Yeah.
instantly kill someone.
To
without
kill
pain.
someone, yeah.
We would try to prolong your suffering to keep you alive. The wooden pipe would still go up your bum, but it would then come out in between your throat and shoulders, so like this.
Oh, it's
There are
so big.
also more ecological ways to use impalement as a death sentence. For example, there was a way that was very commonly used in Vietnam. So they would tie people to the ground in such a way that it was impossible for them to move, and then they would plant a sharpened bamboo sapling under them. And bamboo is a plant that grows very fast, even up to 10 centimeters per day. So the bamboo pipe would just slowly grow through them. One of the most sadistic torture methods comes from China. So
This one?
No, that's a very nice one. So the most sadistic one is called death by 1,000 cuts. They would tie someone up to a pole in the middle of their town square, and everybody was allowed to just come up to him and slice a piece of him off. And it couldn't go on for 2 weeks. They would even forcefully keep the people alive. And that's rack. It was very commonly used in Europe. So your legs would be placed here, your back would be placed here, your arms would be here tied to a rope that would go around the skinny thing, and then they would just crank it. So your joints and your tissue would here.
Oh, so
If you like,
goodbye.
you can try this one out.
Oh, so die.
Oh!
Machałko, take photo.
No. Me?
You?
Oh my god.
Or video.
Where?
Go.
Your head goes in the middle,
Head.
your arms go, yeah.
Like that.
Like this. Up, more to the front. Yeah. Now it's okay.
Okay, Machałko, bye bye.
But I like it. You want also?
I have this my restaurant.
The interesting thing about the pillory is that it was used to punish all forms of crime. So if you scanned someone, you robbed someone, but it was also very commonly used on just women who didn't behave like they thought people wanted them to. The bright side of that thing is that children really like them. So for example, if someone was in the pillory, in, for example, that model there, he was completely immobilized. He couldn't move any part of his body. In this one, you can still try to kick someone. In that one, you didn't really have
No,
to.
right?
So children would come up to you and try to tickle your feet. And they would spread honey or jam on your
How
body.
many
So
were?
goats and dogs would come to lick it off.
Oh yeah. Because I saw the foot. Look at this. You want to try?
No. Oh, you want to try?
Oh my god.
You can
No,
try
no.
it out, but you have to watch out because there's a trick to it. So this part moves. So you have to watch out
It's
for
more
balance.
Oh my god. What is there?
Here, behind me, those are masks of pain, masks
Oh,
of
masks.
infamy. They were also used very commonly throughout Europe. They were used to punish all low forms of crime, so similar to the pillory. So if you scammed someone, if you lied, if you robbed someone, but they were also sadly very commonly used on women. So that's also why up there we have a woman holding a sign that in German reads the Hausdrache. So that means the dragon of our home. It's supposed to portray the woman as a too angry, loud, argumentative beast in front of her husband.
Why you laughing?
Here we have a human grill, so it's kind of self-explanatory how it worked. And the interesting thing about this one is that it was not that commonly used, because you have to remember most of the torture devices served different purposes, or they were not only meant to punish, but they were also meant to entertain people. So most of the stuff that we have here in this room was even sometimes advertised like the family event. Like, let's meet at noon to see how George is being whipped to death, and afterwards let's go for a beer.
Yeah.
And the human grill
Oh my.
would be over too fast. So the people who were gathered to witness it didn't really get anything out of it. And there were other methods that were more entertaining. For example, here in Poland we like to use the bucket method. So we would put rats in a bucket, tie it to your belly and hit the bucket up. So the rats would panic and try to dig away through your body.
Oh my gosh. So that's why like that. It's a grill.
No, ale te szczurami to chyba Chińczycy, nie?
Też to tylko dosyć powszechnie używane. On the wall here we also have a wheel.
What is that? What is that?
Yeah, that's simple wheel.
Simple wheels.
Like I said, people back then used everything for torture.
Uh-huh.
We don't really know if using a wheel had some
It's in there.
symbolism behind of it, because some religions associate wheels with like reincarnation and your lifespan, stuff like that. But or if they just
These wheels can kill someone.
they would tie
Because
some metal piece to it.
yeah, it's
and use it
metal.
to measure your limbs
Yeah.
like this. More creative ways included tying your limbs around the wheel, so like this, and then they would try to spin it. So your joints would dislocate and the muscle tissue would tear.
Yes.
And then after you were left a human